All right, welcome back to another episode of the KarterKast. I'm your host, Karter Baughan. With me, as always, Dylan Connor for the draft season. This is draft number 3. Now you're looking at the video, you're like, weren't they wearing that stuff in the last video? But yeah, we're recording this like 7 days apart. We just wear the same clothes every day. That's how
load of
wash
laundry's already been through. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Before we get into today's draft, Appetizers draft, before we get into today's draft, we're brought to you by SeatGeek. Download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use code KarterKast. $20 off your first purchase. $50 minimum purchase required. Terms and conditions apply. Use code KarterKast at SeatGeek.com today for $20 off your first purchase. All right.
Well, can I add a little something about
Another
SeatGeek?
SeatGeek.
Yeah, can I add a little something? So I went to the Cincinnati Reds game today, and there was a scalper sitting outside the game. He's like, "Oh, buying tickets." I said, "Hey, why don't you hop on SeatGeek? Code KarterKast. You get a little deal there, right? $20 off." And he did. And after he bought the tickets, he gave me a big old hug. He said, "Thank you for the deal." So
did you
appeared right behind you?
Did you make eye contact with him?
He was over 21, so we were okay there. I did make eye contact, and SeatGeek bringing people together. Code KarterKast.
I love it. All right, Appetizers draft. As always, we picked the wheel beforehand, so Connor won again. I don't know. We got a rigged wheel today. So Appetizers draft. Connor is up first. I am up next. Dylan is third. Appetizers draft. Very self-explanatory. I don't need to explain it like I did with our previous drafts. Look. We know the appetizers. We know the heavy hitters. We know them. Play the hits.
Heavy.
We get it. So we don't need to explain it. Should we just get right into the draft?
Right into it.
Yeah. So 1-1 here. 1-1 here. There's a very clear direction I want to go, and we had to make a specification before the show that the classic chips and queso / chips and salsa would be counted as separate picks. So now 100%. I'm left with a crossroads. What do I go with? And this is based on personal choice, and I think just the higher class. I think a step above. I'm going to go chips and queso 1-1. I think that's the clear 1-1. Without a doubt. I think the debate queso versus salsa, like maybe it's just because of exclusivity. It's like, oh, queso costs $7 at some places. That means I like it more. Maybe that plays into it a little bit. I don't know. Salsa's always free, but I'm going chips and queso.
And I want a big differentiator here for you. A big thing on the West Coast is like orange queso. Get that crap out of here. I want white queso only.
White.
It's white queso only, and white queso only, not just white only. White
queso blanco.
Queso blanco.
Yeah, we don't mess around. We don't want this orange chili dip BS queso. Give me the real deal. Give me the white queso. I love queso. I think queso is the right pick here. Now, we'll get into chips and salsa later because I'm sure it'll get drafted, but chips and queso is the most delicious appetizer. It's amazing.
You can't go wrong.
It's unbelievable. And everywhere you go, I mean, if you get white queso, are you ever having bad queso? It works everywhere.
No. It's hard to mess that up. I do have a quick, I'm a little mad about this. Queso's the price has been going up at these restaurants recently.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that? Insane. I remember the days like in middle school, it'd be like $3.99 for a bowl of queso. Now it's like $6.99 at some places. It's unbelievable for an 8-ounce bowl. Can we stop with that? Come on.
Hey, Connor, can I ask you to do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you remember that come November?
I can, Dylan. Okay. That is in the forefront of my mind.
All right, just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, I think you're that, and that was my qualm with queso is it's a little on the pricier side, like with appetizers when you compare it to the salsa. And I'll just roll into my pick. I'm up next. Give me chips and salsa. You can't miss it. I mean, it's
wow.
Chips and salsa is unbelievable, man. It hits, and you know what, Dylan? I don't know. I don't. Now the restaurants that charge for chips and salsa, shame on you. Shame on you.
Oh, so it's if it's free.
No, but
everything's better when it's free.
Okay, all right.
I think it's an added thing where chips and salsa is typically free at most Mexican restaurants.
Okay, all right.
But that's,
all right.
Also, the taste of chips and salsa, you can down chips and salsa like nothing else. I mean, you could go through 3 bowls, 4 bowls. Same with queso. I think queso is the better pick. I'm not
a little heavier.
It's a little heavier, and a little more expensive and whatnot. But salsa, everybody loves salsa. Salsa breaks all racial and gender barriers. You know, women love salsa. Men love salsa. You name the gender, they love salsa. Black people love salsa. Mexicans love salsa. Everybody loves
Everybody.
Everyone loves it. Everyone loves salsa. I promise. So,
and there's something for everyone. You can get the green salsa. You can get like the peach stuff, like the fruity stuff. You can get anything you want.
And you can get Yeah, and you can get mild, medium, hot. It's perfect. There's all temperature sizes for wherever you are in life. Chips and salsa. My second
Quick riff
overall
here. Funny enough, literally right before we recorded this draft, my girlfriend and I went to eat Mexican food together. Obviously, had chips and salsa. I've never seen this before. We tried a new place near our apartment. One of the things on the menu said, because chips and salsa, you guys know, is usually free. So on the menu it said anything over one basket of chips you'll get charged for. You get one basket of chips per meal. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous.
That's a big thing on the West Coast now.
Are
Is it
you
really?
kidding me? That hasn't made its way to the Midwest yet.
Yeah,
I have
a
not
big thing
seen
on the
that
West
before
Coast.
tonight. I was shocked. It was like, $4 to do another bowl of chips and salsa or on a to-go order or something. It's like, what?
To-go order, I could hear to-go order.
I
But
get it on the to-go order.
But in store too, apparently.
was this the case 4 years ago?
There you go. Dylan got the red
I
jersey
know.
on.
I'm just asking a question.
What about 5 years ago?
I'm just asking a question.
Queso might have been like $3.99 back then.
I
I'm
might
just
have
saying, remember that come November, you didn't have to pay an extra $4 for an extra basket of chips and salsa at your Mexican restaurant. Just saying.
Oh man.
All right, Dylan,
You're
you're
up.
up. Back to back.
This is going to cause some issues. I already know it's going to cause some issues.
Oh, boy.
We had a discussion, restaurant specific, not restaurant specific. So I'm going to say, I'm going to play the hits, bread and butter, and I'm going to let that be all encompassing. If you want to say Texas Roadhouse, bread and cinnamon butter,
No,
yes,
no.
yes.
So the problem with bread and butter is you can't take away rolls and breadsticks.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'll go.
This
rolls
isn't
with butter.
breadsticks. Yeah,
I'll go
this is
rolls with
rolls.
butter. Rolls with butter. Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fair. And we'll put T-Road rolls on the graphic because that's the hit. But okay,
Yep.
just wanted to make sure because I was worried. I was like, okay, we can't be taking breadsticks here with that. You don't get 5 different options here.
Yes, I agree with you. I think breadsticks are completely different and have to leave those available for you guys for the rest of the draft. But like rolls, Texas Roadhouse, cinnamon butter, even O'Charlie's with their butter, I think those are very good. Now,
Cheesecake Factory has good bread.
Am I allowed to include Cheesecake Factory's bread?
Yeah.
I haven't had Cheesecake Factory bread.
It's not necessarily rolls, but I think that's fine. I think bread rolls.
Because like, have you guys been to Outback Steakhouse? How they have that? Like, I think that's kind of like bread and butter / rolls ish.
Yeah. Okay,
I think
yeah.
that would be included, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is there any pushback? Is there any pushback because so first of all, great pick. Had that very high on my board. Any pushback because bread is always the one that fills you up? It's always like, man, I had 5 pieces of bread, now I'm too full to eat my meal. Is that a bad thing? Is that kind of a knock on them maybe? Kind of like age in the NBA draft. Like, oh, they're 24?
Yeah, it depends where you go though, because sometimes like if you go to Texas or not Texas Roadhouse necessarily, but you go to a restaurant where you know you like their leftovers, you're like, I'm gonna fill up on the appetizer, and then I
Fair.
can take the leftovers home, and that's another meal for me.
You have lunch the
Good
next
call.
day.
Great spin zone.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. My next pick, I really want to emphasize just rolls and bread for that first pick because I want to leave breadsticks on the table. I'm going breadsticks. I'm going breadsticks for appetizer number 2.
Loading.
I am taking Olive Garden breadsticks. I am definitely buying the all-you-can-dip side of marinara or Alfredo or whatever it is. We're going bread heavy. We're carbo loading, just like you said, Connor, for a season full of football podcasting.
Yeah,
That's great.
That was going to be my next pick. I was hoping you'd save it. Just wanted to make sure. Breadsticks are unbelievable. I mean, Olive Garden, I don't like Olive Garden really, but I like their breadsticks. That's like 90% of the reason you go to Olive Garden is for the breadsticks and salad.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like crap after I did Olive Garden too. Don't know about you guys because you're down like 8 breadsticks, and then you bring them home in that bag that keeps them hot. And then you get home, and it's like I could do one more. And
Not
never
to
the right
mention,
move.
you had 3 times the carbs from the breadsticks you ate in the pasta you just ordered, and then it's a whole big thing. But
Dylan playing the hits tonight. He must have learned from the sports movies draft. He's playing the hits.
He must have learned.
no. We're not going to talk about the
pandering.
sports movie.
Is this pandering?
I think you must have learned from the Irrational Fears draft.
Facts.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. And just in case you're watching this, we recorded right after, and I already know that I lost. I lost that one.
That's great.
I think people are going to see the graph and be like, what the hell?
Stealth video games.
Oh my God, Anthony Bennett 1-1.
I should Is Anthony Bennett 1-1 pooping in public? I don't know.
No.
Let's all right, next pick.
You're
here.
up, Karter.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get breadsticks. I didn't think you'd go double carb heavy. I think that's a great move by Dylan. I think that's genius. I think that's the right move.
Might cause some
Between
problems
two
later
here.
in life.
Yeah, I'm between two here, and I know Connor's taking whichever one I don't pick. I think this
You'd be
is
surprised.
this is the pivotal moment of the draft where I think my draft falls off if I F up here.
Don't
I'm
mess
gonna
up.
go. I'm gonna go mozzarella sticks.
F me. That was my next pick. What? Stop. You can't
That's
be serious.
so
What's there not to like? It's breaded cheese.
You have to get a good mozzarella stick. And
Really? I feel like they're super versatile and they work everywhere.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. If you don't get one where the cheese is like gooey and melted in the middle, like if you have resistance in when you're biting into the mozzarella stick, it's not a good mozzarella stick.
If any of them are fresh, they're basically the same.
No, then maybe you have better mozzarella stick luck than I do, but
It's hard to mess that up. It's hard to mess that up.
It's really hard to mess up mozzarella sticks. But
it's really not.
now the bad thing about mozzarella sticks is if you don't eat them right away, you're right, Dylan. It is not a good appetizer because those go bad very fast.
And I will add in there, the marinara sauce almost makes the mozzarella stick. If you get a bad marinara sauce, then the mozzarella stick point is moot.
You pivot to ranch. Pivot to ranch.
Okay,
That's
ranch
it.
isn't bad,
There
but
you go, Connor.
I don't know.
There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah, us big boys. The big boys are back, baby. The pivot to ranch is critical with the mozzarella sticks if the marinara sucks, because the marinara can suck at a lot of places.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, you're up, back to back.
Back to back. So that's tough because I really wanted mozzarella sticks. I'm a little confused on where to go here. I got two in a row. I think first one I'm going, this is a crowd pleaser. I'm going potato wedges.
Wow.
Like loaded potato wedges. You get like bacon, chives, cheese. And I'm going to say like, I feel like that's not going to be the same thing as loaded fries. Because I don't know about you guys. Loaded fries as an appetizer, not great. I'm more of a loaded potato wedges kind of guy.
I wouldn't agree with that, but I would say like you can keep those separate. Like those aren't the same thing. I think you're right there.
How do we feel about that pick? Is that an uncommon one, unpopular? I was kind of confused on where to go here.
I think I would have gone with loaded fries.
See, I thought about it, but personal. I went the personal there. I like the wedges better.
Okay. I don't know how that'll play, but I
know,
don't
worried.
think it's a bad pick. Like, I love all of these appetizers we've named. They're all unbelievable. But I think I would have gone loaded fries over potato wedges, but that's all right.
Controversial. It's fine. Dealer's choice. Next one here, start of the third round. Third pick for me. This is also tough because there's two more I have on my list that I kind of value the same here. I might have to play to the crowd here. I'm going to go bloomin' onion.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yep. Had to go to it. Especially if you get some of the good orange sauce with it. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but that stuff is really good.
I know what you're
Spicy
talking
ranch,
about.
maybe.
I know what you're. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thousand
whatever.
Island, maybe. I don't know.
When people see the graphic, they're going to be like, how in the world did Bloomin' Onion drop this far? Unbelievable pick. It's a great pander pick, too, but also Bloomin' Onion's fantastic.
Well, I took a risk with potato wedges in the second round. Had to play it safe, high floor kind of pick there with Bloomin' Onion in the third round.
Okay, I think I'm going to have stuff fall to me. So I'll go next. Third round pick for me. Chips and salsa, mozzarella sticks. Let's switch things up a little bit. Let's go hot chips.
Like chips and ranch? Like oven baked chips.
Yeah.
Oven baked chips.
Oven baked chips, yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Dylan, you're not familiar, Dylan.
I don't think I'm familiar with the hot chip concept.
So hot chips is a bad way to put it. It's like baked chips, I would say.
Yeah, homemade chips.
So you chose chips and salsa. Now you're just taking chips.
They're different. I promise they're different, Dylan. You put ranch in these. You eat these with ranch.
You dip them in ranch, yeah. You get them with like wings and stuff. Like there's East Coast wings where we're from. It's a good pick. I think it's a great pick.
I must not be familiar.
Come on down to North Carolina, Dylan. We'll get you a cookout tray and some chips and ranch from East Coast.
Can I get that at Cookout?
You cannot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe can I get when I'm down in Sunset Beach? Can I get hot chips and ranch?
I would bet.
I would assume so, depending on where you go. Not like a seafood place, but if you go like a normal place, yeah.
Okay, we will gather via our group chat, and we'll get that. I want to try this when we're down there.
Dylan, I'm gonna have to send this to you in the group chat right now before I forget. But yeah, I'm going hot chips.
I like that pick. Personally, I like
homemade.
that pick.
You know what I'm talking about.
Homemade chips.
Oh, those are I've had those before. Not as like I've had them like in a tower with cheese and bacon on them. Like it's fair food here. If you go to like the pumpkin show or you go to the county fair, you can get these like stacked up in a tower with cheese drizzled on it and bacon bits. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Awful pick. That's an awful pick. There's so many better appetizers on the board.
Dylan, you haven't had good ones. That's what I'm saying, Dylan. You're missing out. You're missing out. I promise. Once you have a good batch, you're gonna be like, this could be a first-round pick.
I don't know. Well, I guess I'll try it.
Arguably, you can eat more of these chips, especially from East Coast Wings in North Carolina. A little more niche pick. You could eat more of these than almost anything else on the board, besides chips and queso.
Well, are we gluttons here? I mean, that's one of the big seven. Gluttony's one of the big seven, and we're sitting here talking about how much we can eat.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Bad taste on KarterKast.
All right. I might have to get Dylan off the fast food draft. He's complaining about gluttony. I think we need big boys only.
Wait a second. Whoa.
Yeah.
Put me on a scale toe to toe with any of you guys, and I guarantee you I've got you beat.
Hey, real quick, if you listen to the Irrational Dumb Fears draft, go check it out. It's a great episode. Another one I missed, I really wish I would have picked, was stepping on the scale.
Oh, that's a great one. I wish I would have thought of that. That's a really good one.
That could have been a first rounder.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That's too
Dylan,
funny.
all right,
Okay.
Dylan, you're up back to back.
I'm now experiencing a conundrum I was not expecting to experience, is I have too many options left on my board for 2 picks. The next one, cheese curds.
Great.
I'm going cheese curds for my 3rd pick.
Now the issue is, just get the mozzarella sticks.
Absolutely not. Completely different.
Mozzarella sticks are so much better than cheese curds. Let's put that out there.
No, absolutely
Let's
not.
get
That's
that
not
take
true.
out there right now.
Cheese curds are kind of annoying too because they're annoying to dip and stuff. If you're trying to dip them, like because especially if you make them too small.
Well, maybe we should all be getting a little less dip with our cheese curd, Carter. Why don't we take a look at the cast we got here? Maybe it's okay to get a little less dip.
Yeah, but we get a little bit of dip in there. Oh, yeah.
Throw them on a fork. No, get 3 or 4 on a fork. You got 4 prongs on that thing.
Why don't you eat a salad with your cheese curds and a diet soda, Dylan?
I was about to ask Dylan, who you voting for in November again? Because all of a sudden, we're using forks for appetizers. Remember that.
That's a great little quote there about getting a salad and a Diet Coke, because I think I'm going number 4 pick, Caesar salad, specifically Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse.
So we're saying salads or appetizers. We're okay with that. I guess so.
Yeah.
I think you can count it. It's weird. I think it is.
Okay. That's a good pick. I love Caesar salad. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah,
a Caesar salad from Texas Roadhouse. I have yet to have a better Caesar salad in my life than Texas Roadhouse, if they don't skimp on the Caesar dressing.
Now, I'm going to put it out there. You look at Dylan's board, very strong. Very strong.
Really? Board. I'm thinking there's a lot of yellow. There's no protein. I'm kind of worried.
I was going to say, there's no green. There's no green besides that Caesar salad pick for the whole board. That's it.
True. That's true.
That's it for the whole board.
The only non-brown item.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Ain't gonna be a healthy pick by me.
And that's I will say right now, there's one thing that I left on the board that I might kick myself for. We'll talk about an honorable mention.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like right now, I'll just read you Dylan's draft. Rolls, specifically T-Road, or like bread and butter. You know the whole drill. But let's go T-Road rolls, breadsticks, cheese curds, and then Caesar salad. That's just
underrated draft.
That's a powerful.
Thank you.
That's a powerful draft. Also with breadsticks, a sneaky one you can throw in there. It's not necessarily an appetizer; it's more of a side. But crazy bread.
I knew
crazy
it. Crazy bread.
Crazy bread should be included
crazy bread
in there. But all right, I guess I'm up next. I got some options.
A lot of good ones still on the board, gentlemen.
There are a lot of good ones, and I'm gonna name one. I'm not gonna take it because it's too close to the bloomin' onion, but I don't want to take onion rings now.
No.
Oh,
because
no.
I think it's too much in the same
realm.
realm.
I would give you the differentiating factor is that you can eat an onion ring, and like the bloomin' onion, you're going to get naked onion. You can eat an onion ring, and you don't have to get the naked onion, which absolutely disgusts me.
Yeah, it does. It disgusts me too, but also like I don't want to pick that because I feel like it's just too much in the same ballpark.
Respect,
fair, I guess.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, whatever. Man. This is tough.
We went from rattling off sports takes to like really going in depth on appetizers.
I know.
Love it.
I know. This is why we need college football back, baby. We need football back real bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, I can't decide. Do I just don't take a pick here? Do I just pass? Do I just
Pass.
do I forfeit my pick? Connor, cash considerations for my pick right here.
Wait, what was it? I froze.
Yeah, cash considerations for my pick. I haven't made a pick yet.
Oh, cash considerations. That's a great pick. I thought I missed it.
No. Like, do you want to trade with me?
Oh, no, I don't. I want Mr. Irrelevant. I want to see you mess up, and then I just get what falls to me.
I know.
If you trade me 3 second rounders with it, maybe.
Let's go bacon cheese fries.
Good pick.
Bacon cheese fries.
Good pick.
Pandering, I see.
No, don't overthink it. When they come out, great. I don't get them very often. It's a little too heavy for me sometimes. You got them, eat them fast. But I do love a good set of bacon cheese fries. Chili's has a phenomenal one. Texas Roadhouse has a phenomenal bacon cheese fry. I'm gonna go bacon cheese fry. I had another one I was debating between, but I want to see if you take it here.
Okay. First of all, I think that's a good pick. I will say personally, if I'm gonna get bacon cheese fries, I'm just gonna get a side of fries and tell them to load them. Because then I don't have to get the whole thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a good pick, though. Good pick. Popular pick. Mr. Irrelevant here. Last pick of the draft. This is going to be my version of a EuroLeague player. Maybe a draft and stash. Maybe something that won't be too popular in every single geographical region. I'm unfamiliar, but it's very popular over here in the South. I'm going to go fried pickles for the last pick.
Yeah. See, I'm not a pickle guy. Great pick for people who love pickles. That could go first round for people who love pickles.
Well, I was going to say, getting that as the last pick of the draft, fried pickles, something as great as that, I think that's a great pick. I think fried pickles is a great pick. A lot of fried stuff on my board tonight, but you see where my head was at. But, fried pickles it is for the last round of the appetizers draft.
What are we talking about
here on the KarterKast?
We're not sitting here trying to save calories. We're not trying to save calories here, Connor.
We are not. We're not trying to save calories at all, Karter.
Dylan, honorable mentions. Real quick, before we get into that, let me go through everyone's draft boards. Real quick. Let's recap this draft. Connor, chips and queso, potato wedges or loaded potato wedges, whatever, however you want to put it. Bloomin' onion, fried pickles. My draft, chips and salsa, mozzarella sticks, hot oven, homemade baked chips, however you want to call it. Bacon cheese fries. Dylan, rolls, specifically T-Road rolls and bread and butter, breadsticks, cheese curds, and Caesar salad, specifically T-Road Caesar salad. A lot of T-Road on the board.
Good draft.
Dylan, honorable mentions.
How potato skins went undrafted. Someone's getting a steal. One of these franchises.
Wait. Let's talk about this. Potato skins versus potato wedges. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're completely different. Potato skins, you have the skin of the potato. And, they're shaped like a boat. You have the melted cheese.
That's what I was talking about. That is what I was talking about.
Yeah,
what?
I meant the loaded, like, are they called potato skins? Like, you put, like, cheese and bacon and, like, chives on them?
Okay, maybe we had a little bit of miscommunication.
So that is what I meant. That is what I had on my board.
Yeah, because
is that a regional thing?
No, well, I thought he meant, like, when you say potato wedges, I think of, like, thick cut fries. Really?
Oh, like one stop.
Yeah, one stop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's misclarification. I meant the loaded stuff, like potato skins, I guess, is what you would say.
Okay.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, so that is what my second round pick was.
I was going to say absolute travesty that I didn't get drafted, but I'm glad
I was wondering.
that's
why I kept saying, I was like, why would you not just take loaded fries?
Yeah, so it is the potato skins. Okay, all right. Yes.
All right,
okay.
That makes way more sense. We got
Thank you,
clear
guys.
up.
Thank you. More respectable draft now.
I had boneless wings, more of a main entree, but I know you can't get those as an appetizer somewhere. Mm-hmm. I had buffalo chicken dip, jalapeno poppers.
one.
And I had onion rings and then pretzels. I know Applebee's has some pretty good appetizer pretzels, but overall
pretzels
very
are
happy with my picks.
The thing about a pretzel is it sounds good in theory, and then when you actually start eating the pretzel, you're like, I'm kind of bored of this after the second bite.
Yeah, I hear that.
But then you want to finish it. You have to finish it.
Yeah,
You paid
you're like, I have
$10
to
for
finish it,
have to.
and I feel kind of gross, especially at a sporting event.
I feel like I feel like I need to use my platform to shout out Applebee's because they do like half price appetizers after 9 p.m. Maybe we could try to get an ad deal in before this episode airs, but something to think about.
Get an ad deal in 3 days. We'll see.
Too much Texas Roadhouse mention on here for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Connor,
Honorable mention?
mention.
Yeah. So I got a few here. So I didn't want to take this because we did queso and salsa, but loaded nachos still being on the board. That was a big one. Spinach artichoke dip, underrated, great dip. Love spinach artichoke dip.
Well, this is I was gonna say
Go ahead.
guacamole not getting drafted is pretty crazy.
That might be a preference thing because I hate guac.
Yeah,
I don't like
either.
guac either, but yeah,
There you
I
go.
think people are gonna see the graphic and be like, "How do these idiots not take guac?" But not a lot of green on the board, like I said.
It seems like if FanDuel made one of those weird like fake odds graphics, guac would be like plus 100 to be like the favorite. Anyways, more honorable mentions. Calamari, shrimp cocktail, pigs in a blanket's on here.
Pigs in a blanket. See, pigs in a blanket. It's just not at enough restaurants. I feel
Right.
like if it was,
It's like a cookout.
yeah, if more people did pigs in a blankets, like let's say Chili's or Applebee's started doing pigs in a blanket as an appetizer, there's a high chance I order it.
Applebee's KarterKast pigs in a blanket, new to the menu. What about that? Let's reach out.
Maybe we try and get Chili's.
Okay. Whatever you say. Couple more I had. The Japanese soup that you get at the hibachi restaurant. I think that's a great one. Love that. Like
Miso?
a in front of you restaurant. No, what's it? I don't even know what it's called. Like the clear soup, like the mushrooms in it.
Oh, the clear one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I wrote that one down. Wrote down spring rolls, burger sliders, and the last one I wrote down that I wasn't going to pick, but I thought was worth a mention, peanuts.
Oh,
Five
like
Guys.
yeah.
Like Five Guys or doesn't Texas Roadhouse do it? Like a lot of places like that.
Great honorable mention. If it would have been drafted, it would have been made fun of.
Yeah, see, that's
Yes.
why it was worth a mention. Outside the box, not worth a top 16 pick whatsoever.
No, it's Bronny James. If the dad was
It's a second
phenomenal-
rounder, Carter. It's a second rounder. Who cares?
All right, I'll go with mine real quick. I had wings as well, boneless or bone in, but I don't like wings as an appetizer too much.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get
Yeah.
all dirty right before I'm about to get into my meal. Especially, I don't like wings as an appetizer.
That's why you eat boneless.
There we go.
Boneless are terrible.
Who you voting for?
Bacon cheese fries. Just Connor mentioned it, but like we could have gone with any kind of soup. There's a million soups out there.
Damn.
Onion rings, we kind of did. Shrimp, and then other one. I was debating between this and bacon cheese fries. Tater tots. Not very.
Tots is good. More of a side.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of went away from it. But I think that's a strong draft. I think I had the worst draft when you look at it on paper, but I think these are just three very, very strong drafts.
So now we have to each, for our draft board, go get one of these items every night this week. Is that what I'm hearing?
Deal.
I'm in Las Vegas all week, so might add.
Oh, you'll be having some lemon onions or something then, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever you call it down there.
Is that what you call it these days?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know.
Good draft.
Oh, what was the best pick of the draft?
Best pick of the draft? I think chips and queso was a clear 1-1, but I feel like that was expected. It's almost like Wembanyama going number 1 last year. You kind of knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
Best
pick of the draft?
I think chips
I
and
don't.
queso
I
is
don't
number
think the public will think that chips and queso is the best pick.
one. No, I don't either.
And that's absurd. If that's true, that's absurd.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think the bread, like
Bread was a great pick.
there's just so many bread options.
Because you encompassed all the bread. Because if we would have gone specific here, you would have gotten Tea Road and Olive Garden rolls. I may have gone with maybe a different breadsticks, just like, you get like an Italian breadsticks at like in a nice Italian place. But you got them all. Honestly, I'd
That's
vote
Painter.
Dylan. I would vote Dylan for this draft, to be honest.
I would too. Especially with the Caesar salad to kind of like round it out, a little healthiness in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would go Dylan probably. I mean, the rolls, man. Anyhow. All right, that's it from us.
Great bounce
Thanks.
back, Dylan. Great bounce back.
Yeah.
I try. Had to.
It was Virginia. You were Virginia. Dylan is Virginia basketball because you're like, I don't like the way he plays. I hate the way he plays. I hate watching the way he plays.
Controversial.
But he wins.
Or you lose to UMBC in the first round like you did last draft.
Yeah,
But then
that's true.
But then the next year you win the title.
And then if we want to go cross sport, we upset North Carolina.
Okay.
So it's like, we're versatile across all facets.
Nobody's watching that. The CW, is that the channel is on? Nobody's watching that. That never happened. Any game on the CW didn't happen.
I can't wait for the CW curse this year. I think Clemson loses a big game on the CW this year.
Can we get a prediction? What's the first CW game in the ACC? Is it SMU versus Georgia Tech?
It's one of the newbies. The SMU Georgia Tech's not a bad option. I'll go Cal Boston College.
Great.
I don't know the schedules off the top of my head, but that feels right.
Yeah, great one.
I like it.
Wake is going to be a CW team this year. Anyhow, we'll get into football previews later in August. But we got still more drafts to come. Make sure to tune in, subscribe to the podcast, rate, review, like and subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Wilkerson A. Dillon, at Karter_Sparrow, at KarterVA, at KarterKast on all social media. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back once again. NBA pod coming up soon. Free agency stuff. That'll be a quick pod to wrap things up, put a bow on the NBA season as well. And that'll be it. Football previews coming very, very soon, fellas.
Send us
very
ideas.
Soon.
Send us draft ideas if you have any. Feel free.
Draft ideas. And then also, like I said, football's on the horizon.
I'm itching.
You got your significant others. Hey, talking to significant others out there, hold on tight for these next 6 weeks. Hold on real tight because in 6-7 weeks, it's all done. It's your Saturdays are gone. Your Saturdays going to peach farms and Amish country and going tubing, dead. They're gone. Dead as a dog. They're gone.
I thought that was hilarious.
Get ready for football season. I'm
send
so
a text
excited.
Oblo Saturday, and all of us are like, "Yeah, this is what we're doing today." I loved that.
I was at a peach farm. So anyhow,
Amish country.
Yeah, Amish country and tubing. All right, that's it. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you. Oh, and real quick, $20 off. SeatGeek, KarterKast. You know the drill. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.